All right, welcome back to the One Bar in Lupagus show. I am One Bar with Lupagus, and we're going to be talking some post-Senior Bowl game. We're going to talk about some winners and maybe a couple of losers, just like the Lupagus and I.
Yeah, the game itself wasn't exactly a great watch. Kind of a slow-moving game, a lot of stoppages of plays, a lot of flags, but we did see some players step up, and some guys, I got to be honest, who I was in love with, let me down. They let me down. They let me down hard.
Well, just remember, it's one game. Just one game. Don't let this be too demoralizing.
And let's not. The game doesn't matter. It's the practices that matter. So the game is what it is. It's just kind of a going out there and doing your thing kind of a thing. But it's the practices that hold more weight. So this shouldn't affect any of these players too much. But
not too much.
Right.
I mean, it's funny every year. They always say at the announcers, they say a lot of the scouts just leave before the even game. They don't even give a crap about the game. It's all about the practices.
Well, yeah, and Mac Jones didn't play. Kadarius Toney didn't play. I don't think Marvin Wilson played. Najee Harris. So a lot of the bigger names in this thing didn't even play. So,
well, some did, and damn it, we're going to give out some awards, some winners.
We have awards?
This is an award ceremony. Did you not know this?
I did not dress for it.
All right, let's start with the winners. What do you got for a winner?
I got a couple, and neither one are really at a position of need for the Vikings. But the first guy who caught my eye was linebacker Grant Stewart from Houston. And from a special teams standpoint, this guy was this close, I think, twice to blocking punts, flying around, making plays, got that crazy-ass hair just flopping around. Pitching this guy on the Vikings special teams, I think he would improve that unit just by being out there. I think he is what we thought Dan Cicino was going to be, at least what the coaching staff thought he was going to be. I like this guy. I'm pretty excited about him. And even as a backup linebacker, I think this guy gives you a little bit of pop, a little bit of swag. And Grant Stewart definitely got on my radar, and a guy I would not mind taking on maybe day 3-ish somewhere.
I mean, let's just be honest. The reason you love him so much is because he had long hair, and he seems like he's mildly crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I want
me
some
too.
Characters on this team.
Loved him. All right, I'm gonna go with Amari Rogers, Clemson wide receiver. Hot name at practice all week, and you know what? He showed up in the game and proved why. They had him in the slot, they had him outside, they kind of all over the place, but in the NFL, I think a lot of people see him in the slot. Great week of practice, and like I said, he can return some punts as needed, and the Vikings definitely need that. What I loved about this game is that it appears there's going to be some good diamonds in the rough when it comes to the mid rounds with wide receivers.
And that's one thing I think you can tell from the game is the players who kind of just look a cut above. And I think Amari Rogers was definitely one of them. He stood out every time he was out there. A couple plays didn't work with him. With the end around didn't really work, but he did catch a touchdown. And again, he's one of these guys who look like a man amongst boys in the game. And I think that's huge. And I think that says a lot about this guy as a player. And I think, if he got in round 3, I would not be shocked one bit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think he'll be in round 3. I'd like him in those mid rounds for sure. But like I said, even if it's not him, there were some receivers there that tickled me a little bit, that got me excited. Des Fitzpatrick. He's not one of my winners. I mean, he was a winner, but again, he had 6 catches, 90 yards. I mean, he looked good.
What about Fred?
Really want a mid-round receiver.
Well, we're going to get one. We have to get one. I was hoping to see a little more from Nico Collins. Not we're getting into our disappointments yet, but let's go to one more winner. Again, a position I was not really looking at, but this guy just stood out. Every time he carried the ball, great speed, great vision. He just had that, like Rogers, he just looked like a level better than everybody else out there. Then that's running back Michael Kattaya from North Carolina. Great burst, like I said. And when he cut that one up, and you think he had like a 50-yard gain, he had a couple catches. This guy, he's got some pop to him, and it kind of excites me. I don't know if he has any experience returning kicks or not, but that's definitely a role the Vikings could try him out on. Maybe replace Amir Abdullah if you land this guy in the mid rounds, and just go with a young unit or a young guy there. So Michael Carter, I mean, impressed me, and I was not really looking for it at all.
Yeah, after I was surprised a lot of draft gurus out there have him easily as one of their top 5 running backs. So this definitely helps. And there's another dude from North Carolina too, Williams. That's up there. But yeah, Carter looked damn good. I'm going with the Vikings need defensive tackle, 3-tech guy, another one who had a very, very lovely week of practice. Osa Odighizuwa. How do you like them apples?
Let's call him Diggy.
Diggy, yeah. Bull rusher. The guy's got moves. Had that strip sack on Mond. Was making one of our losers not look very good yesterday. That's for damn sure. But he was in the backfield a handful of times. He's a guy that could come in, be a pass rusher for the Vikings. God knows we need defensive tackle help.
Hell yeah. You know, it's a couple third-round picks, a couple fourth-round picks. You can fill some major needs with those. So, yeah, he looked very, very good yesterday. And now let's flip the script here a little bit. Some guys who did not look so good. I'll let you start since I started on the other one.
The one that old Diggy did not make look good. That is Deontay Brown, guard from Alabama. This guy looked, I mean, I think he might have fell asleep sometimes. He didn't look like overly excited to be there. He was slow. He was getting smoked. And the bad part about this is it's not like this Senior Bowl is loaded with defensive tackle or defensive lineman stallions. I mean, could you imagine him out there against some NFL linemen? I mean, it was bad. It was really bad.
He looked disinterested. I remember watching him. I think he was supposed to do like a chip block and crack down on the other D tackle, and he just kind of walked over to him. He just did not look engaged. He looked slow, lazy, lethargic, like he just did not want to be playing in this game. And
really mean.
I mean, he did have a couple decent plays, but overall, this was a very disappointing performance from Deontay Brown. But that being said, I still kind of want him.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's big and lovable. Everybody loves him, but he did not look good.
I think he maybe caught. You know, I think he was maybe looking at as a day 2 guy. I bet you he's in day 3 now. I mean, the effort wasn't there. That's what hurts. I mean, that's what makes you just. This is still a job interview. I know it's the game. It's kind of for fun, but why would you not want to go out there and just look energized, look like you want to kick some ass? He looked everything but that.
Yeah, and he's another name that he seems to be all over. I mean, I've seen him in round 1. I've seen him anywhere. I mean, round 5, round 6, he's all over the place.
Yeah, and the other guy I thought had a little rough showing yesterday was quarterback, my boy, Jamie Newman. He had rust, and we all kind of thought maybe he would, not playing last year, and it showed. Dropping back, looking indecisive whether he should run, whether he should throw. They tried a couple of gadget plays with him, so some of it was maybe on the play call, but these plays just were not working. He just needed to decide if he was going to go or not, and sometimes he just kind of stood there and took sacks he shouldn't have took. He did come back with a solid drive at the end, but he did throw some pretty gross balls too, so definitely a lot of ring rust on old Jamie Newman. But again, a guy I'm not going to give up on just yet, but I think he definitely didn't help himself in the game yesterday.
I don't know what ring rust is.
Some wrestlers, when they're out for a while, come back a little rusty in the ring.
Yeah, Jamie Newman looked very bad, very bad. And the worst part is, so he had a fumble, he threw the pick, but the worst part is he took 4 sacks and indecisive, didn't know what the hell to do. And you can't be taking 4 sacks in however many quarters he played total.
Yeah,
he looked like a guy that hasn't played football in a while. So
yeah, that's what he looked like. Yeah. So again, not giving up on him, but I was hoping for a lot more from Mr. Newman. So yeah, not great.
Yeah, but overall, guarantee some of these guys that were playing yesterday will absolutely be drafted by the Vikings. There's some guys in the secondary that were playing well.
Yeah.
Like I said, the receivers, the running backs were playing good. Not many really defensive linemen, except for my boy Diggy, really stood out and got me excited. But it's kind of tough in the Senior Bowl too when it comes to defense.
That linebacker Britt, he had a couple nice rushes. He kind of looked a little bit like Anthony Barr out there. His long, lanky build, I liked him. Yeah, but overall, it was what it was. Kind of a blah game, but again, Senior Bowl. That was our best look at some of these prospects. So now we got to wait till end of March for these pro days. Now they're not going to do them earlier, are they?
I don't know.
All right, well, that's it. That is your risers and fallers, winners and losers from the Senior Bowl. And remember the game. Remember the guys that you watched, and also remember this: the word scumbag actually means a used condom.
Oh.